She's about to be.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi there. Hey, everybody. Glad you can join us in the Atlanta News First Plus studio. Boy, have we had a day in our newsroom today. I'm Shon Gables, and we have a jam-packed newscast. We do have other news, but the big breaking story today was that Young Thug did a non-negotiated plea deal and is expected to be a free man soon. I'm going to break down those details for you here shortly, but we have a team of reporters working on every angle of this tonight on Atlanta News First at 11 and also on Peachtree TV at 10, including Blake Devine and Madeline Montgomery. They will provide, they're going to have for us a team coverage tonight on all of the breaking developments. We've spoken to Young Thug's family. His attorneys are speaking out. The person that is really basically the get is, if he's released tonight from jail, will be Young Thug. We are closely watching that. And again, we'll have an update, full report tonight on Atlanta News First at 11 and also on Peachtree TV at 10. And also, don't forget to look at our website because we have complete coverage from gavel to gavel from what started 2 years ago as the longest running criminal trial here in Georgia to what now is effectively becoming the end of it. That all happened today in a courtroom in Fulton County. I'll break down those details in just a moment. But the other big story, it's Halloween. And I just want to give you just a view of the skyline in downtown Atlanta. I think I have it. I hope I have it. Maybe I don't. But we're going to have a look at the forecast. Fred Campagna is going to be joining me shortly to give you an update on what has been a very warm month in October for us here in Georgia. It's ending on a dry note, and it's also ending on a warm spell, and that warm weather is going to continue for a nice stretch. In fact, I think I got this picture for you. I'm hoping that you're having a good time with family and friends. And Maria, she's our producer. She also reports for us on TV. Do we set the time back this weekend? Fall, folks. We fall back an hour. And here's living proof of why it's a good reason to. It is, 8:03 Eastern Standard Time here in Atlanta, Georgia, and it is pitch black. We usually can see at least the sun starting to set, but that is over. Set your clocks. Just a reminder, we fall back this weekend. Make sure you're ready for that. But let's get back to the big story that we are following, and that is right here, Young Thug. I'm going to break down this. The story is still developing at this hour, but Young Thug, the Grammy Award-winning rapper, he is soon going to be free. The 33-year-old rapper, whose legal name is Jeffrey Williams, agreed to a non-negotiated plea deal in Fulton County Superior Court. The Judge Paige Reese Whitaker, she determined Young Thug's sentence within the last couple of hours. She imposed a sentence of 40 years, with the first 5 to be served in prison, but commuted to time served. It will follow with 15 years of probation. If Young Thug successfully completes probation without any violations, another 20 years will be commuted to time served. But if he violates the conditions, he will have to serve those 20 years. Young Thug explained himself before the court, and he apologized.
I take full responsibility for, my crimes or my charges. I am a smart guy. I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart. I've learned from my mistakes. I come from nothing, and I've made something, and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry.
Again, you just heard from Young Thug. He apologized to the court, said he's a good guy, and he plans to give tens of thousands of dollars to Fulton County's Sheriff's Department to encourage anti-gang violence. Young Thug, he did plead guilty to 1 gang charge, 3 drug charges, 2 gun charges. He also entered a no contest plea to another gang charge and a racketeering conspiracy charge. And this basically boils down to this. It means that Young Thug will not be punished for them as if he has pled guilty. Judge Whitaker says Young Thug will be allowed to file an appeal on those charges, and the conditions of his probation will what he has been charged with will include random drug screening. He must stay away from the Atlanta area for the first 10 years of his probation. He is only allowed in the Atlanta area for weddings, funerals, or graduations of immediate family members. He must make anti-gun presentations 4 times a year during his probation in Atlanta. It can include a benefit concert. He was encouraged by the judge to do this in elementary schools, to encourage young children to stay away from gun violence and crime. Young Thug must also perform 100 hours of community service. Here, we had some unedited comments from Young Thug's counsel immediately after court was dismissed. I'm having problems pulling that up, but here's what I am suggesting you do. Go to our website at Atlanta News First, and we have a full report on all of the comments made by Young Thug's attorney, also from those who were supporting Young Thug outside of the courthouse. Full report, all of that is outlined on our website. Again, that's at atlantanewsfirst.com. Now, of course, there were other big stories that we covered today. But again, the Atlanta News First app has complete coverage of all of this breaking news regarding Young Thug and where the rest of the defendants stand in the YSL case. There are a couple who have not made any type of plea agreement and want to have a jury trial. You can download it and get those developments sent directly to your phone, as well as today's other top stories that made headlines. Here's Tracy Hutchins with more.
More than 3.5 million ballots cast in Georgia. Voters racing to the polls ahead of tomorrow's early voting deadline. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump on the ground in pivotal battleground states, campaigning in Nevada and Arizona.
Time and patience, and lots of water.
Massive flames in the middle of Lenox Road in Buckhead. Fire crews spent hours putting out an electric vehicle fire. 12-year-old in the hospital suffering from a gunshot wound to the shoulder. Police searching for the person who shot into the child's Southeast Atlanta home in the middle of the night. Stealthy scammers stealing your internet cookies. FBI Atlanta urging you to protect yourself by clearing your browser history. Starbucks is going back to basics. The coffee giant is bringing back handwritten names on cups to try to win back customers. A $10 million project to make Buckhead more walkable, now under construction. Crews just started work to create a boardwalk next to Lenox Square Mall.
Well, again, make sure you join myself and Fred Campagna tonight on Atlanta News First at 11. We're going to cover the big story with breaking news with the YSL case, but also let's talk about this warm weather. It's Halloween. I hope you make the best of it with your family. The weather was perfect. I don't know if the kiddos had a tough time, Fred, putting on the full costume, though, because it was kind of warm.
Yeah, no, it certainly was a warm Halloween. No, I think the kids loved it. I was home for trick-or-treating. Plenty of kids out and around early this evening, and trick-or-treating still ongoing with beautiful weather out there right now. So that's definitely some good news for us on this Halloween evening. Just really quickly try to load up. Hang on one second. All right, so let me just get my stuff together, get this swapped over, get that there. How's everybody doing this evening? Hope you had a great day. It's been a beautiful week, and we have more pretty nice weather in the forecast. Relatively warm weather continues for us for days and days to come. So let's go back to that beautiful skyline shot. Looks like there's a lot of people on the roadways on the connector there. Just after 8 o'clock this evening. Temperatures, as expected, still very mild. In the mid-60s, that's the coolest we can find. Still low 70s once you get inside the perimeter. Great night to be walking around these neighborhoods with the kids, or maybe if the kids are a little bit older, walking around with their friends and just having a fun time trick-or-treating with dry skies. Look at that rain to our west. Boy, it looks pretty threatening, doesn't it? But it's going to dry up a lot of it as it gets closer to us. So we don't have too much rain in the forecast. Our rain chances are fairly low as we go through the weekend and into early next week. They may come up a little bit, though, as we head through the first full week of November. Low temperatures tonight, very mild, 60 to about 64. Normal lows 49 degrees. So we won't have long to go to get temperature up into the upper 70s tomorrow, and that is likely to happen for us. Notice how by 8 o'clock in the morning, all those showers that are off to our west just drying up as they come into North Georgia. A few lighter showers are possible, northern suburbs and up in the mountains. Not much rain, though, expected during the day on Friday. A blend of clouds and sunshine in the afternoon, and unseasonable warmth continues. Stays rather warm for us on Saturday. High temperature near 80 again on Saturday. Sunday's a touch cooler for us, but still mild for this time of the year. So here's how tomorrow breaks down. Getting up to about 80 degrees by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then mild for your Friday evening. Warm temperatures continue throughout this 7-day forecast. The normal high as we hit early November slipping into the upper 60s, but we don't have anything close to that in our 7-day forecast. And our forecast low temperatures, they're actually closer to the normal high. As you can see, low to mid 60s for lows going forward here. This weekend, Saturday about 81, Sunday about 77, a 20% chance of a shower on Sunday. You can see just a few specks of green showing up on the map on Sunday. Monday, again, mainly dry skies, mild. Tuesday, keeping an eye on this forecast. Some scattered showers now possible. We've upped that rain chance to about 20%. And the uncertainty with next week's forecast is how quickly does that front to our west move in and bring us the threat of some rain. A rain outlook, potential for some above normal, wetter than normal rain coming our way actually by late next week. So here's that 7-day forecast. And overall, I would say it's pretty nice for this time of the year, first week in November, right there on the 7-day. Temperatures during the day running some 6 to about, or I should say about 7 to 12 degrees above normal, and at night, 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Election day, upper 70s, 20% chance of a shower. We'll continue with 20% chance of showers on Wednesday. We'll see you again tonight on Peachtree TV at 10 o'clock and on Atlanta News First at 11. Have a great evening.